Hey everybody, this is Dave Matuzik, and I'm a solutions consultant here at Trimec, and I have a quick Mastercam tip for all of you. I'm going to machine this model, and I've already created the planes in which I'm going to machine it, the top, the right, and the left, and I want to check some things before I start putting toolpaths on it. I want to check the surface curvature to see what's the smallest tool I can use to machine this. I'm also going to check for undercuts to make sure I have no undercut areas, in which case I'll have to use a multi-axis machine in order to machine this. So let's take a look here. I'm going to start off by checking the fillet radiuses. So I'm going to go here to check solid and go to curvature. And I'm already looking at whatever plane I'm in here, so it's set to the G54, the top plane. And I'm just going to regenerate my display here. Now it's currently showing me any radius that's this size or smaller, 0.125, and it's showing me that as red. It's going to show me the minimum radius in the flats and the remainder. If I turn this off here, you'll be able to see that. So anything that's that minimum size will be white, and that's usually just some little spot in a corner coming out there. So I'm not real worried about that. I only want to see the internal radii. Let me check that on and off. So I'm not real worried about that, because if it's an external radii, I can cut it just by rolling over the edge. So let's see what size these red fillets are. And I'll show you how to measure those manually. So I'm going to use dynamic. Zoom in there. And let's check that. That's a 125 radius. That's a 125 radius. And that is a 0.0625 radius. So I know over here I have to use an 1/8 inch ball or an 1/8 inch radius tip. And over here I have to use at least a 1/4 inch ball or smaller. Now let's check for undercuts. So under angle, I'm going to go to draft angle. And I'm just going to regenerate my display. Let's take a look in here. So on the inside, this first area I'm going to machine from the top plane, I don't see any negative draft. It would show up as red. And I would kind of expect to see negative draft in here because, well, I've got model on top of that. Let's switch our plane here to the right side. Well, I have some negative draft in here. This handle actually has an undercut to it. So I will definitely need to come in here with an angle tool and cut this wall here, probably with some sort of multi-axis toolpath to get that to come out correctly. But now I know that, and I know that at a glance before I get started, and I can create my machining strategy accordingly. All right, thanks everybody, and have a great day.